Hi,
And
Pamela.
I know that you spoke with Miss Jenkins earlier, and she advised you to submit this letter request. I'm going to have to kick it back to you. A couple of things. You are requesting service, but your letter specifically says for the documents to be served by local or appropriate law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
We can't make that happen when the service address is outside of our jurisdiction, and these defendants are all outside of Tarrant County. What we can do is send it out certified mail, but I'm going to need you to request that. I can't send it out certified mail if you don't say certified mail.
Okay.
Also, we have to have copies of the pleading. You have to provide copies of the pleading, but we are paperless. Therefore, you have to provide us with physical copies or pay for copies, and we can print the copies off.
I have no way to pay for them.
Them.
I have absolutely no way to pay for them. As I've argued with the court, and she said y'all should be able to do it without me paying for anything. But I mean, when y'all accept those, it sends an e-file to them and everything, and they're under the judicial branch, which is accepted e-service. So they've been served a copy of the petition, and like they're well aware of it, and they're just not answering. So they're really just stalling court, trying to wait on a proper service because I can't afford to have them served because I cannot afford 50 cents per sheet of paper. Like,
okay.
Yeah, so I can ask for the certified letter, and I can send you more copies of it the same way, but that's it. Like, I'm stalled out and being denied access to court because I can't afford to have them served.
Okay. I mean, all I can do is I'm going to return this filing to you just because, like I said, there's no way that we could make another authority, go out and do it. If you want to resubmit it with it saying, certified mail, that's great, but just be aware, and I will put that in the filing comments so it's all there for you, that we still will not be able to issue them without physically having copies to send them out.
Can you send me digital versions of the citation that I could send down there to, like, the constables or whatever?
If you would like that, we can definitely do that. But when you send this request back, instead of asking us to do them certified mail, just ask us to email it to you, and we can go ahead and produce the citation, and we can email it to you, and then you can send it to them.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Bye. Well, that would also mean my big one for the $11 million has definitely been served on them because I've sent that down to the Travis County Sheriff's Department asking them to serve, and they have a copy of the actual citation printed off from the court sitting there. I've also handed it to them in person and stuff, but I'll just type that up real quick and ask for a copy of it, and I'll go and email them the citations, and I will send the letters, and then I'll just put a statement of fact in that includes the citations and everything in them again, along with those emails, and whenever I submit it, it'll submit it to the general counsel of all the parties in that case. That's case 342-323-661-21. That's the University of Texas Medical Branch and Texas Board of Pardon and Paroles and Texas Department of Criminal Justice, plus a few of the doctors and stuff who apparently couldn't tell that my shoulder was partially dislocated after me complaining for years, and I now have scoliosis. But I'll get that in. I'll try to get those things back real fast, and I'll just submit the same document the same way with me requesting the citations to be emailed to me. The fact that this has been sitting there for over a month without them bothering to serve it when it has a request for service, and that they can't actually even just email them down to the people, but apparently I can. Like, I can't send the certified letter even through something like LetterStream where it shows exactly the contents and everything. I can't do that. That's not right. I can't serve them under video, and that'd be right, even though I have a video of them holding the citation in their hand and then being like, oh no, we can't take this. You have to pay for a service provider. But apparently I can just send an email down to the Travis County constables and stuff, and that's perfectly acceptable, which is kind of bullshit, because if that's the case, an actual petition to be served on them should be enough. Citation doesn't include much more. Under Texas Rules of Civil Procedure 99, it just says that you have been sued, blah, blah, blah. Once you have a petition, that has a case number on it and the court number and the judge's name, like, you should be smart enough to call down there. You know you need to answer, and there's already stuff that states in the Supreme Court that if you sit there and wait proper service and you're just not answering, that you're doing it on purpose, and you know you have a like record and a knowledge that you need to answer even as a common person, that you shouldn't just let that lawsuit sit there because you can risk missing stuff. um, but it's the general counsel for state agencies and a large hospital. They know they need to answer. Fact is, they've had a copy of the petition for over 20 days, and I should be able to get a default judgment, but I'm going to be bullshitted because I'm a pro se attorney with no money.